Good evening, everybody. Welcome. On behalf of the Times-Gazette here in Hillsborough, I'm Pamela Stricker. I'm the publisher there, and we're very happy to be hosting this debate tonight. And we're so glad so many of you showed up. Obviously, great concern and interest in the great city of Hillsborough. So
we have Terry Mickelson, Drew Hastings, and Rod Daniels, who each graciously made the time to come and participate in the debate tonight. And I think we'll just start off, this is a pretty informal type format, so we're going to start off really quick. Each of the candidates is going to have just a brief time to introduce themselves and talk about why they're running. And then Gary will go ahead and lead us off with the first question. And again, some of these questions are...
Because I've lived here most of my life, and I've got 2 kids. They attend school, and I have interest in making sure that, you know, when I have grandkids, that, you know, they've got a city that's in better shape, or just in a lot better condition than, you know, what I came into it as. So I feel I'm stepping into the role, and I like to leave it in better shape than when I came in.
Great, thank you. Drew?
Hi. First of all, welcome to everybody here. I guess this audience is the reason that I'm running. It is great to be, I am humbled to be a part of participatory democracy, which is right here at work in front of us. Young, old, people who normally never probably come out for something like this, and people who attend these kind of events faithfully. That is why I'm here. That's why I'm running. I think my reasons for running will come out during the course of the Q&A, whatever that pertains to. Whatever questions those pertain to, and thank you.
My wife and I have been living here for about the past 10 years. We have 2 children, and I've been mostly concerned watching the council and government over the last 8 years or so, and the way that the city has gone, and I feel that this is really my time to help serve and hopefully keep Hillsborough going in a great direction that will flourish.
There's a strong chance that one of you is going to be the next mayor of Hillsborough. Now, with this is kind of informal discussion that we're having. We encourage you to discuss amongst yourselves. They want to hear from you folks rather than from us. So the more that you guys talk, the better. But we'll get her rolling and see what we can get and see what kind of conversation we can stimulate here. Now that you have declared your candidacy and had the opportunity to review what the responsibilities of a mayor are, what attribute do you possess that you feel puts you in the position to be the best candidate for the job? And we'll start with what attributes do you have that you feel puts you in the best position?
I feel right now one of the most important things is having a government that will listen to the people, be able to negotiate and truly get departments along with the townships to be able to have good community. So my attributes would be to obviously help get those groups to come together, and I feel that also taking some time to make sure that the desires of the community are what drives the city.
Okay. Very good attribute. I would say my best attributes would be my ability to look at the situation and put together a plan as far as where we're going to go for the next stages of Hillsborough. As far as working and having concern for the people and the individuals that are within this community. I've taught for a number of years here, and my passion to try to take the people and make them a little bit better, whether it be in the role as a mayor or in the role as a teacher. I think those types of qualities are going to really set me apart. Very good. And Mr. Hastings, how about you?
Attributes. I would say I'm a good leader. I think if I have a knack for something, it's to lead, to organize. I think I'm good at getting people. I tend to be an optimistic person. I think one of my strong points, and it has helped me in this campaign, is I have the ability to get people excited about an issue. And I think there's a lot to get excited about. There's a lot to be concerned about, I think, in this race. But I think I have the ability to get people coalesced and excited about getting involved. And I'm as much a neophyte as probably most of us here. And in some ways, the community, I will learn on certain aspects, just like the community does. But I think, to go back, my attribute, I think, tends to be leadership, and I think ultimately what the mayor is an ambassador and actually one of the best salesmen that the city can have to put a face on the city and to sell it and represent it.
We will go ahead and we'll start with Rod on this one. Do you have any plans to help with the traffic headaches in Hillsborough, especially now on the south side due to school time?
As far as the traffic, one issue that I've currently been working with is through our Highland County is actually trying to get a bypass or out by Southern State, trying to get the roadway cut on through to help alleviate some of the could be Southern State traffic, it could be some of the enterprises that are out there. Actually, there was some stuff in the paper about one of the enterprises trying to expand. So, you know, the traffic that's out along that route, giving them at least an alternative route so that they wouldn't have to come through either the dead center of the city. They, you know, if they need to come into town, that would be fine. But if they had a few other alternatives, they can take those as well, and then maybe the free.
I've never liked the word bypass, and I don't like the word bypass as it pertains to Hillsborough. I think that's the last thing Hillsborough needs. This was an issue, the traffic thing was an issue, concern of mine early on, and I did not know how much it had been explored, and when in doubt, when I've been out campaigning, I think you learn the most sometimes from older people. And I found out from talking to old people, no offense to old people, but that this has been an issue that has been going on in Hillsborough and talked and looked at and tabled for 20 years. And people have come up with different ways to do it, and one way this way, one way that way, and moving streets around. So I was surprised that it had been explored as many times as it had. I know with it being state routes, the state has to be involved in it. I think that is something that I, as a candidate, I wouldn't even begin to say what the answer to that is, because you need a lot more data, and that ultimately is something you need a number of options to. It's been talked about for 20 years, so it obviously is not an easy.
It's a Hobart Drive extension.
Yeah, okay. It's not like a.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's it's just the extension. It's I can't remember the name of it.
It's not a bypass like that. Okay.
Carl Smith Drive. Yeah.
It would just be an alternate route so that you could choose either to take Main Street up through the center of town, or you could take another.
That makes sense. I didn't know you meant in that term. My